welcome back to Mona's Books, and today I'm going to be doing a new segment called Christie's Corner. And I know what you're thinking, why do you have a cup of something to drink and a paper with a bunch of notes on it? Well, this is a very new segment called Christie's Corner, and it's going to be about just a whole bunch of book news that you might want to know about, or things that I actually care about. Since this is the first Christie's Corner, there's going to be a little bit of old book news, and then there's going to be some new book news near the end for about this month or the past month or so. And so stick around if you would care to listen to me talk about some book news that's going on. So the first thing to talk about on Christie's Corner is some book news that's been happening and the convention that happened this weekend. So this is coming out April 13th. And I'm recording on April 12th, so this is currently going on, or it's actually over by now, but Y'all West happened this weekend, and that was a pretty much big book convention that was happening in California, where a whole bunch of authors got together and they signed books and they talked about books, and there was a big thing about people there, booktubers were there, they had panels and all that fun stuff, so it was a very interesting type of book con, I guess. I personally thought it was going to be here in Texas because it was called Y'all, but obviously the West means it's in the West, so California. So that happened this weekend, if you cared. Some people probably will come out with some Y'all West videos soon, so keep an eye out for that. Something that happened recently was that we found out that Ready Player One is going to become a very big movie deal, and so the very big thing about that though is that Steven Spielberg is actually going to be the director, which is a very big deal because he's a very great director. He did so many big titles. It's very exciting that he's going to be doing Ready Player One. I really enjoyed Ready Player One. If you wanted to see my discussion on it, then you can click this box here. If you don't know what Ready Player One is about, then you should click that, and I'll have a little bit of a synopsis in the beginning. Another book thing that I haven't talked about with anyone is that Paper Towns trailer came out a couple weeks ago, which is very exciting. I personally really enjoyed Paper Towns. I thought it was a really good book. I know there's been some pros and cons of the book and some people that didn't really enjoy it as much, but I think John Green is an awesome author and that there's been all of these movies coming out based off his books, so if you haven't picked up Paper Towns or looking for Alaska because that's also becoming a movie, you should pick them up now because then you won't know what's going on in the movie. So there's some other books adaptations that are becoming movies, which is really exciting for authors. I really like books that come into movies because I somewhat know that they're going to be at least decent books to read, and so if you want to pick up some books before these movies come out, here's a big list for you. The first is The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. The first and second book is already out of the series, so if you want to check those out, you can. The Fifth Wave is coming out near the end of this year, I believe, so that's something to be very excited about if you really enjoyed The Fifth Wave. Another book that I didn't know that is apparently becoming a movie is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I really wanted to read these series. I have both of them, but I just haven't gotten around to them yet, but I've heard they're very awesome, and I love Ransom Riggs as a person, so I know that I'll love his books as well. So if you did enjoy this series, then it may be coming to a theaters near you. Another book that's apparently becoming a movie is Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. I really enjoyed this series. Like I said in previous videos that I haven't actually finished it though completely. I have the third book still to read, but I would really like to see how this actually become a movie because that's really interesting. Another book that's apparently becoming a movie is Shadow and Bone. There's so many of these fantasy books that are becoming a movie that I have no idea how they're actually going to be portrayed onto the screen. It's really interesting. I'm super excited to see how the directors and the creators of these actual movies do them, but I guess I just don't have faith in CGI these days, so I'm really interested in seeing how these actual movies come to life. Another one that hasn't even been released yet, An Ember in the Ashes by Sabara Tahar. God, I'm so bad at the name. That book is apparently becoming a movie. It hasn't even been released yet. So talking about books that haven't been released yet, I have a big list of books that are coming out in April, so if you're really interested on April releases, stick around. The first one is obviously that An Ember in the Ashes is coming out April 28th by the author. I don't know how to say their last name or first name. So that book looks really interesting. It's a fantasy, so a lot of crap's going down, but just to let you know, that's going to be a thing that will possibly be a movie, and a fantastic book coming out April 28th. Miss Mayhem by Rachel Hawkins is coming out April 7th, which has already happened by the time this video comes out, and that is a book I'm super excited about. I also read the first book in that series. If you want to see a video on it, you can click right here, but I gave the book a 5 out of 5, so I'm super excited for the second book to come out. Another book I've seen a lot of hype about lately is Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertile. That came out April 7th as well. I've seen so much hype about the book because it is a LBGT type of book, I believe, and so people are super excited for reading that book. Another book or comic that's coming out April 7th is the Miss Marvel Generation Y. That comes out April 7th, which I'm super excited about because I really enjoyed Miss Marvel. Let's get the end of April some love. So the first one that's coming out is City Love. I love all her books. They're very fluffy and they're really quick reads, and there's usually a love triangle in them, but they're really cute, and so I'm really interested in seeing how City Love will actually do and how great it is. And then last but not least, one that I'm super excited about is The Death Code by Lindsay Cummings is coming out April 21st as well. I'm super excited for that book because I do love Lindsay Cummings and she's so cute, and I'm super excited to see how this book will come through the second book. If you can't see, that book is over here somewhere. But that's a book that's coming out April 21st as well, so if you're excited about any of these releases, leave them in the comments below. If there's any that I missed, let me know, because I tried looking through a lot of books, publishers and stuff, to see what books are coming out in April, so let me know in the comment section below what books you're super excited for reading this month. So last segment of Kirsty's Corner is what am I currently reading? And I'm currently reading Let's Get Lost by Adi Al-Said. I started reading this book on audible.com, and I think it is a very cute book so far. I'm only about 40 pages in, but it sounds really great, and I'm super excited to see how it goes. So that's pretty much everything I have for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section below if you'd like to see any more of Kirsty's Corner in the future, because this is just a pre-release episode 1, see how it goes type deal. So if you'd like to watch more of my videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, please subscribe to see my beautiful face those 3 days. And that's pretty much everything I have for this video, so thanks for watching. Bye!